future requires leaders that have an inherent culture of courage. We believe sustainability professionals are tomorrow's executives. They understand the importance of initiative and agility. They appreciate why ESG matters and how to deliver social, cultural, environmental, and economic benefits. Sustainability practitioners not only have the technical depth, they are adept at being proficient influencers. They deliver outcomes, often with stakeholders not fully in step with the importance of positive intergenerational impact. Infrastructure is fundamental for thriving nations and vital for social and economic well-being. Sectorally, market capacity is constrained. The sector could see turnover of up to 40% of its workforce due to early retirement in the next 15 years. So the Infrastructure Sustainability Council is launching RISE, a mentoring program for leading sustainably today and tomorrow. Mentors, being senior leaders, gain deep insight into the realities and challenges of ESG implementation. Emerging leaders, our mentees, benefit through shared hindsight and skills needed to strategically and tactically lead through change.
Hello, and thank you for your interest in the Infrastructure Sustainability Council RISE mentoring program. My name is Lisa Taylor from Art of Mentoring. We have partnered with IS Council to deliver the RISE mentoring program. So to get us started, I want to talk about why this program. So IS Council has actually designed the RISE mentoring program and aims to support the Infrastructure Sustainability Council and member organisations in establishing their position as a next generation leader in the sustainability profession and develop sustainability as a key capability of emerging infrastructure leaders through knowledge sharing and mentorship. When we talk about developmental mentoring, we really emphasise here the relationship. So this is not a transactional program, it's really about the exchange in that relationship. And in that way, it is a two-way benefit. So the exchanges in information and experience and knowledge and goodwill. And in this way, mentors help someone less experienced gain confidence, clearer purpose, insight and wisdom. In developmental mentoring, the mentor too is changed by the relationship, because as a relationship-based program, that exchange is two-way. So some of the things that we know are common benefits that mentoring includes for mentees, and we hear these in the programs that we work on, and also we hear these outcomes mirrored in lots of research about what the benefits of being a part of a mentoring program or having mentors, what those benefits are. So some of these are certainly the opportunity for a mentee to explore issues and concerns in a supportive and, very importantly, a confidential relationship. So there is also the opportunity to be able to talk about experience that the other person has had and get some guidance and support from a mentor who has been working longer and has that other experience to draw upon, and that can help you obtain more experience yourself as a mentee. Certainly we get the opportunity to learn from their experience and the experience that they've gained over their career. We certainly have benefits of exploring career development plans. Where do we want to get to? How are we going to get there? What are the steps we need to take? And we have an opportunity to get feedback on how we're doing and some developmental guidance on how we can continue to grow and both in a personal and professional way in order to develop that career. We have an opportunity for networking, and not just through meeting our mentor, but learning about how to continually develop effective networking skills. As we said, mentoring programs are not just benefits for the mentees. Mentors also find tremendous learning and development opportunities of their own. Some of the benefits that we frequently hear reported back from mentors include contributing back to the profession and gaining personal satisfaction by making a difference to somebody else. Often mentors will want to give back because they've also been able to recognise how mentors have supported them in their career, or because they can see an opportunity where they would have really liked to have had that guidance and that support earlier in their career, and so they want to give somebody else the opportunity to have that themselves. Certainly they talk about the learning and development of mentoring skills and how they've been able to take those skills to enrich their own leadership and interpersonal skills, take back into their own working life as a leader. They certainly look at gaining intellectual challenge by helping others work through issues outside their own day-to-day experience. And they discover fresh perspectives that they could also take back to their own work. They too are expanding their professional networks and increasing their profile. So lots for mentors to take away and benefits from participating as well. If we talk specifically about this program, the RISE mentoring program is a 9-month program. It'll be both virtual and or face-to-face where possible. So it will depend on location, and it will also depend nowadays on things like COVID restrictions, etc. But virtual and where possible face-to-face. The program will run from April when it's launched through to January in 2023 where it closes. There is a cost of $180 to mentees, but no cost to mentors. This program pairs mentees with a minimum of 2 years experience with a mentor who has 7+ years of professional experience. We'll talk a little bit more about that matching mentees with mentors a little more in our next slide. But we also are definitely looking to ask questions in an application form that also allow us to match across your area or sector interests, such as, if that's energy, water, local government, etc., and what life cycle stage you might be looking for, such as planning, design, construction. We're expecting mentors in a 9-month program to meet at least monthly and to set their own agenda and pace. You will receive CPD points if your organisation recognises ISC training and events. All mentors and mentees in those cases can claim 2 structured points for participating and undertaking the mentor and mentee online training. Objectively matched based on those application responses, which I've talked about a little, and for people who are open to self-reflection and developing relationships. We've talked about that relationship a little bit, and certainly we really know that in these programs, the more you put into the program, the more you take away from it. So that requires that openness. So diving down a little bit more, in terms of who can apply for the program and what it means to be eligible for this program. Certainly there is a commitment required to the structure and the time that it takes to participate. The pilot is open to employees of ISC members and member organisations who can participate as mentors or mentees, and definitely open to IS accredited professionals. As a mentee, you need to have a minimum of 2 years working full-time, and you need to have checked with your employer and that they agree that you can participate as a mentee. So just for this pilot round, again, we're looking at employees of a member organisation who can participate as mentors or mentees. So the mentor criteria, must have a minimum of 7 years professional working experience, 4 years of that as a line manager with line manager responsibilities, such as P&L responsibilities or PM responsibilities. Must have a passion for, have an interest in or a willingness to learn more about sustainability. A commitment again to the time and the structure required to participate in the program, and also be an ISC member as well. So both ISC members for mentee and mentor. So that's the criteria. If you meet the criteria, we really encourage your application in the program. To give you a bit of an idea of what it means in terms of commitment, when we talk about commitment, we are asking you to participate in the online training and to participate in the web events, webinars that will be happening through the program, and also to have an engagement with some of the readings and resources that we make possible for you to help you be at your best and most successful as a mentor or mentee. You don't have to have read absolutely everything in resources that we provide, because there's a lot there, but we do want you to be able to make the most of the opportunity and therefore engage with the emails, the readings, etc. that come out to you on it as you need them. It's a half to a 1 day over the course of the program, probably closer to a half, depending on how deeply you want to dive into things like the readings. When we talk about preparation and time for the mentoring conversations, we're looking at about 1 to 2 hours per month. So that's the minimum of a 1 mentor meeting per month. But we also know a little preparation in what you're going to be bringing to the meeting as a mentee, a little preparation in what you've said that you will undertake in between sessions. And also we'd like you, it can be helpful when you first start on the program to even meet a little more regularly. So every 2 or 3 weeks, just to build that rapport and relationship up. So 1 to 2 hours is a good estimation there. We will ask you to complete 3 program surveys across the length of the program, 1 close to the beginning, 1 in the middle, and a program close survey. These are really important parts, particularly as a pilot. So we'll ask you to be completing those. They really only take a few minutes each, so 30 minutes is probably a big over the estimation of those times, just to be safe. In terms of actual dates that we're talking about, key dates for the program, applications will close on Tuesday the 29th of March, so please get your application in by then. You will be notified if you have been matched from the Tuesday the 12th of April. There is a program launch webinar that will be held on Thursday the 28th of April between 11 AM and 12 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. There is a progress review. These are held separately as cohorts of mentees and mentors, with mentees being held on Tuesday the 16th at 11 AM to 12 PM and mentors being held from 1 till 2 PM on the same day. And there'll be a program close webinar where we all come back together again, and that will be held on the 31st of January 2023. So next year will be the wrap up of the program, again from 11 AM to 12 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So please note these dates as part of your commitment to the program if you're successfully matched. The things that we offer to help you along the way: there is a dedicated program manager that you have access to if you've got any questions, concerns, need support or guidance as a mentor or a mentee going through the program. The online training I've talked about. We do have a library of support resources and readings, as I said, that you can access, and there's quite a lot in there if you want to dive into that. But certainly it's something to look at if you're wanting to increase your knowledge and success in the program. We also have the scheduled surveys, and we will provide regular email communications to keep you tracking along as we go through the 9 months of the program. So lots of support in place to help you make the most of this experience, whether you are a mentor or a mentee. So what if you don't get matched? We match based on the application questions that we ask you to complete. From there, we are making best matches for the mentees, and we will have a pool of mentors and mentees that we make that match across. It does mean that we don't match just for match's sake, because we really want people to be matched with somebody that is going to support them with the takeaways and the focus that you have for yourself and the development opportunities for you. And so we look at the whole pool and we match as best that we can across that pool. It does mean that sometimes we're not able to match everybody depending on the numbers of mentees and mentors available to us. So if you aren't matched, we ask you to be patient and supportive, because this is a pilot program and we're hopeful that it will continue in the future. And so there might be other opportunities to apply next time. There is definitely opportunity for you to seek other ways of developing through training, through informal mentors, etc. And don't sort of preclude that opportunity to reach out to people that you know that you think might be a great mentor, and ask them if you could have a coffee to talk through some, if you've got any ways that you think they could help and support and guide you. So, next steps from here. Please visit the mentoring platform at artofmentoringapp.net. You can see that on the screen. You will also have access to that through the information pack, which you can download. And we would also encourage you to reach out to the program manager via the platform if that will be helpful for you. A reminder that, and indeed if you've got any other questions, a reminder that the online applications will close on Tuesday the 29th of March, so please make sure you have your application in there by then. And your matching will be notified on Tuesday the 12th of April. Please be patient as you wait to hear via email about your match. Any questions that you might still have, please take a moment to reach out to the program manager, connect into the information in the information pack provided, and make sure that the questions are answered that you have, so that you can actually have all the answers you need as you look to apply for the program. That's the end of the presentation today. I look forward to hopefully seeing you on the program launch event webinar in April. All the best, and thank you for joining me today.
RISE will elevate emerging talent and strengthen a more inclusive workforce. Organisations can build bench strength today and for tomorrow through genuine openness and mutually beneficial matching of senior leaders and sustainability professionals, gaining deep insight into the realities and challenges of ESG on the ground, as well as benefiting through that shared hindsight and skills that are needed for strategic and tactical change. This program is aimed at building a strong infrastructure workforce by investing in the skills and capabilities essential for a positive future. Our program will run annually with cohorts of 20 matched pairs. If your organisation is looking to thrive, respond to megatrends, and anchor in infrastructure by people, for people, get in touch and join RISE today.